Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been so long.
Yeah, is it immediate between the wrap up and this?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
We are
really?
we are live
Oh, I
live.
thought we had 5 minutes.
No,
Nope.
we do not.
You know what? That's awesome. How's everybody doing? So it was fun you know me, I love to talk about Reclaim Cloud these days, and I love how it fits in. And one of the things that we've been talking about throughout is the idea of, domain of one's own is what the rock that is Reclaim hosting was built on, but we're starting to see developments, whether it be with WordPress multi-site or Reclaim Cloud, and us more kind of fully featured, being able to offer support for community across. And one of the things that Alyssa said, and I think Tim as well, that really appealed to me was the idea that, part of why we're still in the equation with these kind of technologies is because the support we provide. And because we're here with them as instructional technologists, as hosters, as infrastructure, as support specialists, trying to help them figure out what to do. So that's been cool. And it was cool to hear that in the Reclaim Cloud session, because I think we're still like figuring out parts of it.
Yeah,
like we're still making sense of it.
I was going to say, I think one of the things that has been on my mind for definitely the last few months, at least more so than in the past, is the balance between, being an expert in what we're doing, right? And being qualified to offer a high level of support, but also still being transparent about the fact that we're learning all the time. And we actually want to learn alongside the community in these newer spaces. Reclaim Cloud is still fairly new. And so, we're learning all the time. And I have those conversations with our support team weekly, just about, oh yeah, I figured this out. And we're pushing out this documentation. And each time we get a new article out, it's just like another checkbox, like, yeah, we figured that out. So that's been fun.
Yeah. And we actually rolled it out, when Tim discovered it, and we rolled it out pretty quickly in the summer of 2020 with the idea that we weren't going to highly promote it, but that it was going to be something that offered, rather than us saying no to so many projects, we could finally start saying yes to people who came to us with projects that couldn't run in domain of one's own. And then from there, we saw the value of just running WordPress multi-site for our own communities and our own hosting and the way in which it performed. And we were like, why aren't we, this is kind of great. So we actually learned from using it rather than selling something that we were actually, like the hair club for men, right? Like, I'm not just the president. I'm a, what do you say? I'm a customer. I'm a customer. Exactly.
And this session, though, I mean, I know it's quick and we are wrapping up for the 2 days, but I always like these sessions too, because I think it really is important to debrief and recap and reflect and all of those fun words, to think about, what we've covered over the last 2 days.
Sure.
And it's been jam-packed for sure.
Yeah.
But, I think it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed these conversations, the ones that I've been a part of, but also the ones that I've been kind of listening to behind the scenes, and just also seeing Discord take off and the conversations happening there. I know that I'm going to keep some of these Discord threads, bookmarked personally too. And I'm excited to continue looking through those. It looks like Annika shares the same sentiment, saying, I'm excited to go through all of the links that have been posted later on. And that's a good point too, is that all of these sessions are automatically available as recorded archives of everything we've talked about over the last 2 days. So just a friendly reminder, the sessions, what you're seeing now in the workshop display site, that is available as and was recorded. The conversations happening in Discord are not recorded, but they are available in Discord, and this server space will continue to stay open and available for you all to use after the event. And in fact, we encourage it, and we hope that you'll stay here with us, because we like what the space is becoming. Anyway, what was your all's favorite part over the last 2 days? Or do you have a favorite part?
I do. Yeah. I mean, I'll start if that's all right. I love hearing from other people about, and I said this at the beginning and I'll reiterate it, like throughout the day, not only hearing from people who come in and join and share, like Tom Woodward and John and Alyssa and Tim, but also folks like M who are coining things like digital departure,
So
and
good.
like, Ed Beck jumping in and sharing some really cool stuff with Omega S. Like, I mean, I can't get enough of that. I think that's why these workshops always appeal to me, beyond just like, we do want to deliver. We want to make sure people know what they're doing and feel comfortable with the technology and are able to support as many people as possible. But then to hear the cool stuff folks are doing at their various schools is always the joy for me. So I would say point to a bunch of examples today, like to watch John Stewart. He has a very specific issue to solve, deprovisioning accounts, and comes up with a really cool, creative approach to that he's willing to share. Jackie and Matt in Discord talking about, their various experiences, and then maybe doing stuff in GitHub is cool. Like, I love that stuff. I thrive off of it,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
thinking
would.
about.
Sorry,
um,
go ahead.
Well, I
Paula.
was just going to say that I, like Jim, really appreciated getting to see what everybody was doing, in part because one of the things that Lauren was talking about how we're not necessarily we're not the be all end all. We're not always experts, and we're always learning. And in part, it's good to hear what you guys are doing and what you guys find useful and what you guys are working on, because that, one, it's really cool, and two, it helps us. It helps us understand what it is that we can help you with. It becomes a nice loop.
Yeah. Virtuous cycle,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I would say my favorite part is, I mean, it's honestly similar. Like, I really like the Discord interactions. I see, I think I mentioned this to Lauren and Jim yesterday, that like one of my favorite parts of yesterday was that when everyone's like, we have a privacy policy too, and started posting those in Discord. And I was like, this is so great. Like, I don't know. I love that there is definitely a culture of folks who are supporting domain of one's own, of sharing, right? That people are like, they like to show what they're doing or like to be helpful, generally, of to folks in other schools. When I see that, it just makes me happy, right? Because like that's it's a cool dynamic. I know that it's not always easy, or at least it wasn't easy for me when I worked at SNC. It's sometimes it's hard to connect with folks at other schools and find out what people are doing and how they do it. Like, you can reach out, and usually when you can make a connection with someone, they're pretty willing to help, but or at least share what they've done. But I love that there is sort of like a proactive community around that with domains admins, and I think that's really cool.
I would second that, Taylor.
I will second that. I'm sorry, Pilot.
I guess I'll third that then. I was just going to say that when I was an admin, I wish that I had been able to talk to more people about their projects and learn from them, as opposed to not doing that, which was not as good as doing that.
I mean, to that point, to your point, like, not only do I have the great distinction to work alongside Lauren, but you two who more recently came in as domain of one's own admins from schools, but then to see folks like M, who's been amazing, and Annika, who's been amazing, like, come up into those roles, and like there being a sense of this generational kind of people taking on, and them not being alone and feeling like this is too much, but like, no, this is how I'm going to hone my skills as a technologist and support my community, is everything. I love it. I love being a part of it. It feeds my need to be kind of a useful, like, old timer around, maybe, but like also the idea of like, we're teaching each other, right? And we're helping each other figure out this stuff and find out cool, creative ways. And some of us will want to do the bulk of like, this is what I need now. And some of us will be dreaming about what's coming. And some of us will be in like, well, let's not forget what's been done and how good that was. And it's a continuity of community that I crave. I got it with DS106. I've got it with Reclaim hosting. I crave it and I love it because I think it's often really, it makes us all better at what we do.
And I will say, I mean, one ditto for sure. to all of
Thank
the
you.
above.
Thank you.
I thought that was well said. And secondly, I know there's only so much that we can cover in 2 days, and Domain of One's Own and these digital tools in general are bigger than 2 days. So if there's anything that you feel like we didn't get to, or if you still have lingering questions or just thoughts, ideas, please let us know. Again, we're going to stick around in Discord. We'll be here even tomorrow and next week and next month.
Yeah.
So we will stay here, and hopefully this will continue to be a space. I've also got, we'll have a survey or feedback form going out in maybe a couple of days. And we'd love to just hear about your workshop experience in general. So this is not the last time that we're going to do something like this, and your thoughts and ideas are going to help shape future events. So again, thank you so much to everyone for joining us both today and yesterday. It's been a blast. I've had the best time, and I hope you all have enjoyed it as much as we have.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye.